Welcome. This is a slow English podcast for real fluency. You can listen from anywhere. You can listen while walking, resting, or starting your day. This session is designed to help you improve your English through listening and shadowing. Just listen calmly and let the language flow. Let's begin. English fluency does not come from speed. It comes from familiarity. When English feels familiar, it feels easy. And when it feels easy, you feel confident. Many people think fluency means speaking fast, but real fluency means understanding naturally. It means responding calmly. It means feeling comfortable with the language. Today, you are not here to rush. You are here to listen. Listening is the foundation of real fluency. When you listen often, your brain adapts. It starts to recognize sounds. It starts to recognize patterns. It starts to understand meaning without translation. You do not need to repeat everything. You do not need to force your voice. You can simply listen. If you want to shadow, you can speak softly with the audio. There is no pressure. Let your mind relax. A relaxed mind learns faster. English is not a test. English is a skill, and skills grow with calm repetition. When you hear English every day, it becomes normal. Normal things feel safe. Safe learning creates progress. Now, focus on the sound. Focus on the rhythm. English has a natural rhythm. When you listen slowly, you can feel it. You may not understand every word. That is okay. Understanding grows over time. Fluency is built gradually. Many learners stop because they feel slow. But slow learning is strong learning. Fast learning often disappears. Slow learning stays. Think about how children learn language. They listen for a long time. They do not worry about grammar. They do not worry about mistakes. They simply listen. You can learn the same way. Daily listening changes the brain. It builds familiarity. It builds confidence. It builds fluency. You are training your ear right now. You are training your mind. Even if you feel passive, learning is happening. Shadowing is a powerful tool. Shadowing means speaking with the audio. You follow the rhythm. You follow the sound. You do not try to be perfect. If you shadow today, do it softly. Do it calmly. Do not judge your voice. Just follow. When you shadow, your mouth learns. Your pronunciation improves naturally. Your confidence grows quietly. Fluency is not loud. Fluency is calm. Now, let the language continue to flow. I am learning English. I am learning English every day. I am patient with myself. I do not rush my progress. I listen calmly. I listen with focus. I listen without stress. Listening is enough for today. Every listening session builds something inside you. You may not feel it now, but it is happening. Your brain is recognizing sounds. Your brain is recognizing structure. Your brain is learning how English works. This is real practice. Many people ask, how long does fluency take? There is no exact answer, because fluency depends on consistency. 10 minutes every day is powerful. 20 minutes every day is powerful. Long listening sessions like this are powerful. What matters is not intensity. What matters is continuity. If English is part of your daily life, fluency grows naturally. Now, imagine English as background music in your life. You hear it often. You feel comfortable with it. You are not afraid of it. Fear disappears with familiarity. Confidence grows with repetition. You do not need motivation every day. You need habit. Habits remove resistance. Habits make learning automatic. Listening is one of the easiest habits to build. You can listen while doing other things. You can listen without effort. This is why listening is so powerful. Now, stay with the sound. Let your attention be soft. Do not force concentration. English learning should feel light. When it feels heavy, people quit. When it feels light, people continue. Continuing is more important than perfection. You are not here to impress anyone. You are here to build fluency. Real fluency means you can understand without tension. It means English feels familiar. It means you feel calm when you hear it. Speaking comes later. Speaking improves naturally when listening improves. Many fluent speakers started as quiet listeners. They listened for months. They listened for years. Listening builds a strong foundation. Now, let's continue calmly. I listen. I understand more over time. I am improving without pressure. My confidence grows slowly. My fluency grows naturally. I do not compare myself to others. Everyone has a different pace. I focus on my own progress. Progress is quiet. Progress is invisible at first, but progress is real. Every day you listen, you move forward. Even if you feel tired, even if you feel slow, learning does not stop because you feel slow. Learning stops when you quit. You are not quitting. You are listening. That is enough. Now, stay relaxed. English is entering your mind through sound. Sound becomes familiarity. Familiarity becomes confidence. This is how fluency is built. Not in one day, not in one week, but over time. Time is your friend. Patience is your strength. Now, continue listening. I am calm. I am focused. I am learning. Even now, especially now, your brain is active. Your mind is absorbing language. Do not interrupt the process with doubt. Trust it. Learning works best when you trust it. You do not need to control everything. You need to show up. You are showing up right now. This session is part of your journey. A calm step. A real step. Now, the language continue. English feels more familiar than before. Each session makes it easier. Repetition is not boring. Repetition is comforting. Comfort creates confidence. Confidence creates fluency. Now, stay with the rhythm. Listen, relax, allow. Deep listening and real fluency. Now, continue listening calmly. There is no need to change anything. Just stay with the sound. Fluency grows when the mind feels safe. Safety allows attention. Attention allows learning. Many learners try to control every word. They try to understand everything. This creates tension. Tension blocks listening. Calm opens listening. So let go. Let the language pass through you. You do not need to catch every sentence. You need to stay present. Presence is powerful. When you stay present, your brain connects sounds naturally. This is how children learn. This is how fluency grows. Now, listen again. English has patterns. These patterns repeat. Your brain notices them over time. You may not notice the change today, but tomorrow feels easier, and next week feels lighter. This is real progress. Fluency does not arrive suddenly. It appears quietly. One day, you understand without effort. One day, you respond without fear. That day is built by sessions like this. Now, breathe softly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay relaxed. Listening deeply means listening without judgment. Do not judge your level. Do not judge your speed. Judgment creates resistance. Acceptance creates flow. Flow is when learning feels natural. Now, imagine English as a river. You are not fighting it. You are floating with it. The river carries you forward. Every sound you hear adds to familiarity. Familiarity removes fear. Fear disappears when the unknown becomes known. English becomes known through repetition. Now, repetition again. I listen calmly. I understand more over time. I trust the process. Trust is important. When you trust learning, you allow learning. When you doubt learning, you block learning. So choose trust. Trust daily listening. Trust calm repetition. This is enough. Now, let's talk about shadowing again. Shadowing is not about speed. It is about rhythm. You do not chase the words. You follow them. If you're behind, it is okay. If you miss a word, it is okay. There is no mistake here. Only exposure. Exposure builds fluency. Now, speak softly if you want. I am learning English. I am listening every day. I am becoming more confident. Soft voice. Calm pace. Your mouth learns through movement. Your ears guide your mouth. This connection strengthens over time. Now, silence inside. Sound outside. Stay with the sound. You may feel relaxed. You may feel sleepy. This is normal. Learning continues, even when you feel relaxed. In fact, relaxed learning is the strongest learning. Your brain absorbs more when it is not stressed. Now, think about your future self. Your future self understands English easily. Your future self feels calm with English. That future is built now, not through pressure, not through force, through listening. Now, continue. English becomes part of your inner world. You start thinking in simple English. Small phrases appear naturally. This is a sign of progress. Do not rush it. Do not push it. Let it grow. Growth needs time. Time needs patience. You are patient. Now, stay present again. I listen. I relax. I learn. Every session builds confidence. Every session reduces fear. Fear fades quietly. Confidence grows quietly. Now, let's continue calmly. You are doing exactly what you need to do. Listening, breathing, allowing, consistency, confidence, and natural flow. Now, continue listening calmly. Nothing has changed. You are still learning. You are still improving. Consistency is the quiet power behind fluency, not talent, not speed. Consistency. Every time you listen, you strengthen a connection in your brain. Small connections become strong connections. Strong connections create understanding. Understanding creates confidence. Confidence is not excitement. Confidence is calm. Calm confidence allows you to stay present. Presence allows language to flow. Now, notice how English feels. It may feel more familiar than before. This is not imagination. This is learning. Learning often feels invisible, but results appear over time. Think about walking. You don't notice each step, but after many steps, you are far from where you started. Listening is the same. Each sentence is one step. Each session is a journey. Now, let go of effort. You do not need to try harder. You need to stay consistent. Trying hard creates tension. Consistency creates ease. Ease supports fluency. Now, listen again. English has a natural flow. You do not force the flow. You allow it. When you stop forcing understanding, understanding appears naturally. This is important. Fluency does not come from control. Fluency comes from surrender. Surrender to the sound. Surrender to repetition. Now, think about speaking. Many learners worry about speaking too early. They worry about mistakes. They worry about judgment. But speaking grows naturally. When listening is strong, you do not need to push speaking. Speaking follows listening. When your ear is ready, your mouth follows. Trust this order. Listening first, speaking later. Now, let's talk about confidence again. Confidence grows from familiarity. When English feels familiar, fear disappears. Fear is the fear of the unknown. Listening makes English known. The more you listen, the less fear you feel. Now, notice your breathing. Breathing is calm. Your body is relaxed. This is the best state for learning. Your brain absorbs patterns naturally. Your mind connects ideas naturally. Nothing is forced. Now, continue listening. I'm learning naturally. I'm improving quietly. I trust my progress. These thoughts support learning. Your inner voice matters. When your inner voice is calm, learning becomes easier. Now, let's talk about patience. Patience is a skill. It can be practiced. Each time you listen without frustration, you practice patience. Patience protects consistency. Consistency protects progress. Now, think long term. Fluency is not a short project. It is a lifestyle. English becomes part of your day, part of your thinking, part of your world. This happens slowly, and that is good. Slow growth stays. Fast growth disappears. Now, imagine English as a companion, not a challenge, not a problem. A companion you hear daily, a voice that feels familiar. This relationship grows through listening. Now, stay with the sound. I listen. I relax. I learn. This simple cycle is powerful. Listen, relax, learn. Over time, this cycle changes everything. You may notice small changes. You understand faster. You feel calmer. These are signs of fluency growing. Do not look for big moments. Look for ease. Ease is progress. Now, continue calmly. Your mind is open. Your ear is active. Learning continues. Even now, especially now, building automatic understanding. Now, Stay with the sound. Nothing needs to change. You are still listening. You are still learning. Automatic understanding is the next stage of fluency. It happens when your brain stops working hard. It happens when understanding feels natural. At first, understanding feels slow. You think, you translate, you check. Later, something changes. You hear English, and meaning appears. Not perfectly, not always, but naturally. This is automatic understanding. It is not magic. It is repetition. Your brain learns patterns through exposure, the same sounds, the same structures, again and again. Over time, your brain predicts meaning. Prediction makes understanding fast. Now, notice how you feel. You may feel calmer than before. You may feel more familiar with the sound. This is a sign of progress. Automatic understanding grows quietly. You do not feel it happening. You notice it later. One day you realize, I understood that without thinking. That moment is built by listening sessions like this. Now, let go of effort again. You do not need to analyze. You do not need to memorize. Just listen. Listening is enough. Your brain is doing the work. Many learners make one mistake. They interrupt the process. They stop listening too early. They change methods too often. Consistency is more important than variety. If you stay with the same style of English, your brain adapts faster. Slow English trains deep understanding. Fast English trains stress. You are choosing the right path. Now, imagine your brain as a sponge. It absorbs sound naturally. No force, no pressure, just time. Now, the language continue to flow. I listen without tension. I understand more each time. I trust my brain. Trust is important. When you trust learning, learning accelerates. Doubt slows learning. So choose trust. Automatic understanding also changes confidence. When you understand automatically, you feel safe. When you feel safe, you stay relaxed. Relaxation improves memory. Everything connects. Now, stay present again. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Learning English is not a race. It is a journey, a calm journey. Now, continue listening. Sound enters. Meaning forms. Slowly, naturally. This is how fluency is built. Not by force, not by stress, by exposure. Now, let this chapter settle. Stay calm, stay open, stay listening. From listening to inner speech. Now, continue listening calmly. Nothing has changed. The process is still working. At this stage, something subtle begins to happen. English starts to appear inside your mind. Not as full sentences, not as perfect grammar, but as short phrases, simple ideas, soft inner speech. This is a very important stage. It means English is moving from the ear to the mind. You may notice it when you are quiet. You may notice it when you are relaxed. You may notice it when you are not trying. This is natural. Inner speech grows. When listening is strong, you do not force it. You allow it. Many learners try to think in English too early. This creates tension, but inner speech arrives on its own. When the brain is ready, your job is simple. Listen, relax, repeat this often. Now, think about how thoughts work. Thoughts appear without effort. They are automatic. Language can become the same. When English becomes familiar, your brain uses it naturally. This is why listening is powerful. Listening builds familiarity. Familiarity builds inner speech. Inner speech builds confidence. Confidence builds fluency. Now, notice something important. Inner speech is quiet. It is not loud. It is not dramatic. It feels normal. You might think, that was easy. That felt natural. These moments matter. They are signs of real progress. Now, stay with the sound again. Do not chase thoughts. Do not analyze them. Let them come. Let them go. English is settling inside you. This happens slowly, and that is good. Fast changes are unstable. Slow changes stay. Now, let's talk about trust again. Trust the process. Trust repetition. Trust time. Your brain knows how to learn language. You learned your first language this way. You can learn another language the same way. No pressure, no force, just exposure. Now imagine English as a background presence. It is there. It feels familiar. This familiarity reduces fear. Fear disappears when the unknown becomes known. Now, continue listening. I listen calmly. English feels closer. Understanding feels easier. These are not wishes. They are observations. Now, let the chapter slow down. Stay relaxed. Stay present. Stay open. Everything you need is already happening. Remember this. Real fluency comes from calm, daily listening. If this session helped you, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to receive more slow English listening and shadowing practice. Thank you for listening.